Hmm. Hmm. You can start.
Hello, everyone. Can I?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. So, hello, everyone. A warm greetings from my side. This is Professor Dr. Huma Shah from Pakistan. Thank you so much for inviting me over here. So, as you know, all of you, that IIU training sessions are going on, and today we're discussing a very keen, important, and essential topic, which will relate it to the future, will be related to the nation, to the youth, to the complete development of the world, which is the future of education. You know why? Because without education, you won't be able to success in your life, you won't be able to achieve any goal, nor you will be able to target any of your success story without any education. So first of all, I'm going to introduce myself in front of everyone, even though most of the people know very well about me, but still, I am Professor Dr. Huma Shah, and I am from Pakistan, and I am fulfilling my passionate duties last from the 14 years. And I'm working as an assistant consultant, managing director, professor of pathology, and associated with the international platforms. I'm a very associated and I am very, very dedicated, compassionate medical professional who is specialized in the field of pathophysiology, endocrinology, and neurology, committed in the field of research and development with the aim of improving standards of medical practice through the use of technological advances. I have also received the Best Psychologist Award and the Youngest Researcher Award in 2019. I am a mental health trainer, counselor, managing director of Global Trainer Academy, as well as international transformational speaker. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a transformational speaker. I will explain it later. I have also done my doctorate degree with 4.2 GP, and I have published my 2 books as an author and several books as an anthology. I have received several awards, including United Nations, Icon Pakistan, Vision of Pakistan, Emerging Director, Global Women Icon, 80+ honorary doctorate degrees, and so on. But the game is on because the show must go on. So when we are discussing about the different sessions and training sessions, so how can I forget to introduce about my very own university, very own beautiful, massive, huge global platform, International Internship University, from which I am live over here. So first of all, you should know about what is IIU, how is IIU, and what is the aim of IIU. So I'm going to tell you that International Internship University is leading virtual education system and global brand confidential, which is the most valuable and trusted worldwide and well reputed in delivering innovative programs. Globally, it is trusted names for quality training programs and is committed to provide better and virtual education to all our young learners of the globe. IIU is metamorphosing the conventional education system by cutting down the additional cost and providing access more than 1,000+ courses and internships to their e-learners across the globe. With the help of the 1,000+ global educators. In a short span of time, IIU has spread its wings in 195 countries and 6 continents. under the strong leadership of its visionary founder. Now come towards the founder, my very own elder brother, Mr. Piyush Pandit, a committed and inspiring social activist, a passionate educationist. From the last 2 decades, he is providing education to students from various social and cultural backgrounds. IIU has formed its 4 councils named Women Entrepreneurs Council, International Student Development Council, International Young Development Council, and International Council of Educators. The main objective behind the council is to provide support in every respect of students, youth, women, and educators. IIU is coming up with the biggest knowledge exchange program, which is my most favorite program, by the way. All students are invited to be a part of it. IIU have started the membership drive for the International Student Development Council. And I must say that for this development council, registrations are open. And for Be the Change and Be Yourself, just join IIU for the better purpose, humanity, and skills. Now we are going to start our training session for today. And for this, I'm going to share my screen to you all. So now today's topic is future education, quality education by Professor Dr. Huma Shah. In today's session, in today's class, lecture, training, whatever you can say, are aimed to implement on how to enhance the skills of our students. This will be the main domain and aspect of how to enhance the skills of our students. What will be targeted and attempts to be discussed? We will discuss about the soft skills development. We will learn immersive learnings. We will learn about the communication skills, and we will learn about the thinking. Which type of thinking? The hard thinking, critical thinking, the skills, critical skills. You know why? Because the world needs the solvers. Okay, so first of all, we will start from the introduction. There are many factors influencing what education may look like in 20 years. Unprecedented global forces and technologies shift in a way in which students want to learn and teachers want to instruct. I would like to tell you, my dear followers, that I predict that the future of education will require the educators to be more collaborative, more creative, more innovative, and the learners will be more demanding, more confident, and more focused. It's important to think about that what can we do to prepare for the future, so we can improve the areas of need today. We should have to improve today for our better future. Today's learners are totally digitalized. You and me, I am here, you are listening me through Facebook Live, we all are digitalized. We are looking to getting the infrastructure and the education with just a click of a button. And I would like to add one thing over here, that most of the students in the today's century, in the today's generation, most of the students wants to get each and every data, each and every project, each and every presentation for just click of a button. Even with a very friendly, confidently, and customizable way. They want each and everything in a very friendly mood. Now, In the today's session, at least today you will learn 4 goals. And at least you will be able to achieve these 4 goals out of we will gain more confidence. This is really a very essential point for our future education and for enhancement of education, communication, and our overall analysis for critical thinking, implementations, and solutions. These 4 goals must be achieved in today's I would say session. Okay, so first of all, I would like to tell you about the background. What is basically the background of the education? When we are talking about the present overview, and I just took the margin between the present overview and history. So every student have many skills and abilities to face this competitive world. The only thing to make their skills come out in a proper manner at the right time to make their careers brighter. You will see in the future education that the future educator will have to face and accept the fact that the students will need and want to learn in a flexible and personalized format. For this may mean to have the more technology-based classroom. But when we are talking about our background, our history, especially in the Asia continent, Europe continent, wherever we were, the students were very selected and focused on the limited format, lecture, notes, and learning was very flexible. You know, students just only want to make the notes, make the questions and their answers, just go to the examination room, just fill out the papers, and that's it. But now the criteria has been changed. No notes, no lectures, and no flexible learning is applicable in the future education. Now I'm going to tell you about the future class. I'm going from likewise like from the initial step so that everyone, every follower, every listener, even the students can also understand that what is basically going to happen in the future. Even we don't know about the future, even we don't know a single second of our future, but at least we should work, we should manage, we should organize for the better future for the nation. So the future educators will have to face and accept the fact that the students will need and want to learn in a flexible, personalized format. For this may mean to have more technology-focused classrooms, as I already told you. The students will have a greater voice in education instead of simply listening to a lecture. In future, you will observe that the students will have a greater voice in education. Education will become more project-based, and the high level of learning, technology, and thinking will require. You will observe in the upcoming centuries instead of library. And even I would like to share that in the some about Canada, it's already for the library has been announced publicly by the government of Canada. For this may mean we have to discuss the most determined skills for how to get our most determined skills, that how to get our thinking, our skills more collaborative, more innovative, and more functional. For this, I'm going here to describe you the 10 most determined skills. For one, we should have the adaptive thinking. My goal was identify the skills that were brought up the most important into attempt and determine the skills of a student at least we need to be successful in their future. And there will be the 10 most important and determined skills, in which the one we have the adaptive thinking. First, we need our students to learn. First, we need our students to learn that how to learn for better future. Groom jobs, learning is precious and possible with thinking, because everything is possible in the world. And future employees will need to continuously adapt to changing conditions, as well as able to learn new things quickly and efficiently. Why? Because we need our students to learn how to learn. The next most important and determined skills is communication skills. The continuous emphasis on the ability to communicate, and in the digital age, however, we have access to a wide variety of new ways to communicate, from a video conferences to social media as well. But future employers need to be able to communicate with people within their team, as well as the people outside of their team and organizations, because the era has been changed. We have to move forward. We have to look around. We cannot work in a single team with a single organization. We have to collaborate with each other. And for the collaboration, we have collaboration skills, everything we have. It's just a thing to determine, to know the purpose, to determine the purpose. And you will see that the most classrooms of like our culture, for the competition, for the independence, with all the skills, all the things will be collaborated. And future students and future employees will need to quickly adopt to a culture of collaboration. They will need the collaboration with others within and outside the organization, often using a number of new technology, because we have so much technology tools. Technological tools play the very, very essential roles in collaboration and critical thinking. Now come towards the fourth most determined skill, which is critical thinking, problem solving skill. And there is a decreased emphasis on employers following direction and an increased emphasis on employees thinking critically and solving problems. In a rapidly changing world, employers need employees who can solve problems, provide ideas, and help to improve the organization. Once again, I would like to say that we need a solvers. The era has been changed now, and we have to move according to the world. Now come towards the fifth most determined skill, which is the personal management. Because if you cannot manage yourself, you won't be able to manage any sort of management or any sort of organization. This includes the ability for employers, for our students to work independently, to plan independently, to organize independently, create independently, and execute independently. Rather than wait for someone to do this for them, they should have the idea, they should have the plan, they should have the skills to develop their skills and the management personally, independently. And how they can do everything independently with their inquiring skills. Because When they don't inquire themselves, how can they give the solutions to others? So the large majority of academic assessments ask students for answers. Rarely do we access students on, how well they can ask the question. The ability to ask great questions, however, is a critical skill that is desperately needed in a culture which require constant innovations. We need the questions. If we don't have a question, we're able to build up a good future. And in the era in which we are living in, we cannot inquire our skills without our technologically skills. So technology skills. Almost every business that I talked to said that employers will need to be skilled at using technology, and this needs to be emphasized in a digital context. And I would like to say that technology is everywhere. Students are required to learn technology efficiently, and it's basically a need of time. We should have to organize the technology into classrooms. We should have to organize and inaugurate all the applications, technological tools, and all the creativity for the betterment of the future of the students. Because only the students are the bright future of our nation. For this, we should have the creativity and innovation, and this will correlate with the ability to ask cross and creative questions, and it will be ability to problem solving, because we need problem solving students in future. I always say each and every time that we need the solvers, but how can we need the solvers? How the students can build their future brighter? How can they be a solvers? If we down them for not to ask the question, so how they can be able to ask the question, how they can be creative, how they can be innovative? So for this, we should have the soft skills. For soft skills, we have that the schools rarely spend time teaching the students soft skills, including skills such as management skills, organizational skills, the ability to look someone in the eye when talking to them, or using to the firm handshake. I have heard a number of times by different leaders, educators, that these skills seems to be disappearing, and this is quite danger for the future. Because if the student don't have their soft skills, they won't be able to digitalize themselves, to prove themselves, to show themselves, to work for themselves, and to become a person, the actual determined person. And the last one is empathy and perspective on quality education. This is something I have made, solo picture, because this is gonna be a very creative for our listeners as well, because students can develop their skills by practical approaches in their various domains. Nowadays, there is an increase in number of researchers and students to work in a team and making the interact with outside their organization. Because now the research is very, very common. Everyone is interested to research. Everyone is interested to research and research and research. And this is a good format for the soft skills. Communication basically helps us for expressing feelings, to inform particular information, and for influencing particular products. And students can improve their communication skills by speaking in front of their class. They can imagine and they can imagine the creativity and increase in numbers in the world, and they can improve the level of their thinking abilities by their educational platforms, by their educational programs. It starts from the primary level of education. Several parents came to me last week and they were asking to me that we are trying our level best to give the best of our best to our son, to our daughter, but we are unable to give them a good education, quality education. Even we are paying hundreds of dollars per month, the tuition, as well as many things. So I always ask the question to the parents or the educators or different people that why do we need the quality education? Why do we need quality education? You know why we need the quality education? Because the quality education provides the outcomes needed for individuals, for societies, and for the communities. This is not just only studying and learning and teaching in a good school or in a good university and paying hundreds of dollars per month or annually with the good tuition fees. It's about a good quality. It's about the skills what I have described just right now. And now it's the time to be changed. Rather than just to listening, just to giving lecturing, just to listening to the lectures and just to start training, now the time has changed. Because now it's the time to implement. The very most important point is why do we need the quality education is that because a quality education that focus on a whole child. It's not just about the grade, it's just not about the GP, it's just not about your school. Either you are studying in the Cambridge school or your native local school. It's just completely focused on your whole child. Socially, mentally, emotionally, regardless of any gender, race, status, because it's just for not for testing. It prepares a child for life. Just keep remember this thing that for giving a quality education, believe me that you will prepare your child, a complete child. So this is the very most important and the key important points regarding quality education and the future education. But now the thing has been changed. Now, please tell me that when we are talking about the future, we are discussing future, we are discussing quality education, we are discussing a good generation and all these things. So how can we forget the career development skills? Yes. So we should have to start thinking at a very initial stage and at a very low level of education, like from the kindergarten. We should have to start the career development skills right from the lower education, because the people, the students and the teacher must have to address the students for the skills for their career development. Because without their career development skill, because this is only the step which is towards our success. And before moving to the analysis of the skills, I would like to tell you about the career development skills for a very young parents, for those teachers who are teaching their students who are very young age, kindergarten, toddlers, primary, secondary, not the adults or the professional development things. Always remember that there will be 3 skills: soft skills, middle skills, and hard skills. Soft skills, basically the leadership, and it will give you the creativity and how your child will be able to become a creative man by giving them the approach, by giving them the ideas, and by giving them such accommodation so that they can easily create their creativity by their own selves. Let the student do by your own self rather than doing so pressurized. I usually see in the classrooms when I go to my survey that teachers are pushing the students that you have to do this. You have to do this because this is including in the syllabus. Okay, yes, it's included in the syllabus. I agree. But what about the child? What about the student? If the thing is included in the syllabus, you have to complete the syllabus. I know you have to complete the syllabus. I know you have to complete the all the targeted goals before the end of the semester. But what about the skills of student? What about the communication? What about his or her communication? What about her development, his or her development? What about their professions? What about their talent? What about their leadership? I always say and deliver this thing to my lecturers that the just suppose if you die today, that what the thing will die with you. The same thing goes with the child. They are so young, they are so possessive, they have sharp minded. We have to analyze it that what will be the resourceful thing for our students. And you and me are responsible for the better future or the worst future. Yes, this is the truth that you and me are responsible for the good future and the bad future of our students. You can go as a parent, you can go as an educator, as a teacher, as a principal, as a director, as a coordinator, whatever you are, wherever you are, whoever you are. But believe me that you are responsible for every aspect. So I was telling you before this career skills analysis about the soft skills that from the age of 3 years till the age of 7 years, you have to collaborate and you have to study and learn your child about the leadership and creativity so that the child can get to know that how to create something, how to innovate something. And what is the leadership actually? They will get to know the leadership. Actual leadership is the age is giving, it's basically a research survey, what I am sharing you right now, that from the age of 3 years till the age of 7 years is the best age for the leadership. The students who get the leadership skills and the creativity, the analysis, the innovation in this format of age, they will become the leader in the future. The survey has shown this. And then comes towards the middle skill, which is importantly related to the solvers and which is importantly related to the creators. Because when the student comes towards age, so from the age of 8 years till the age of 14 years, 8 till 14 years. Now keep remembering and noting the dates of the ages, because if you have your child in your home or if your students in this format of ages, so you should have to deliver the middle skills to them so that they can be the solvers and they can be the creators. Because after this, after the age of 14 years, like 8 years till 14 years, it will be the middle skills, and after the age of 14 years, it will be the hard skill, which will relevant to the profession. It starts from the age of 16 till onwards. But I won't say onwards, because 22 age is the final age for becoming a good professional. So I would like to suggest all of you, I would like to suggest all of you, and I would like to give the advices to all the educators, all the parents, all the educationists from all around the world, whoever, wherever, from where you are listening to us, please start implementations. It's a need of time. So after the age of 22 years, the students will be able for their career skills analysis. And when I analyze the career skills, there will be the three major things which I have correlated for this, that effective oral and verbal communication. This will help to reach a common person understanding the basic communication, because the effective and verbal communication related with the quality education. If your student didn't take the quality education, they won't be able to get the verbal good communication. Because I have seen many of the students in my institutes as well, even in the university level, you won't believe the level of university level students are underconfident. They are not able to come and sit in front of camera. Even though they are very good in English, they are very fluent in English, they can speak in a good way, they can learn in a good way, they can deliver in a good way. They are addressing their presentation in a very flexible, digitalized, and excellent format. But unfortunately, they are unable to show their skills globally. You know why? Because their parents and they are starting to address their self at the age of 24 and 25. So this is not the way. Your child, your student starts whenever they start learning from the age of 5 or 4 and whatever where the age is. The main and the most important is inspect and aspect is to determine the effective communication, and it will start from your family, it will start from your parents, it will start from your soul, inside your soul. So please start taking your children, just take your time with your children and start communicating with the students or the children you have in your around. Now, the next thing what will be the career skills analysis is entrepreneurship development. This should have the thing to know their future plans. They should have the business leadership skills, management skills for internship development. You know why? Because everything goes with the planning. Everything goes with the plan. If you won't able to plan anything, you won't be able to success in your life, because everything needs to be planned. For the good development, you should have the management skills, as I described earlier before in the 10 most determined skills. So the management skills is very much important, dear followers and listeners, for the best development skills. And for your future plans, you should have the leadership skills. And remember that the leadership skills start from the soft skills at the age of 5 years. So just take out the step, just stand up and start giving the leadership skills, tips and tricks to the child of the age group of around 5 years, 6 years, and 7 years. Now come towards the eligibility and adaptability. This will show the flexibility and willingness to work in a comfortable environment. Because without a comfortable environment, no one, even you and me, won't be able to work or to address our speeches or presentation, to work independently and in a good environment. Even I'm sitting right now from the platform of IIU in front of camera, and you are watching me from all around the world. But if I'm not flexible over here, my willingness was not over here, and I'm not in a comfortable environment, I don't think that I won't be able to address confidently in front of camera. You know why? It all depends related to our skills. If we don't have the soft skills, middle skills, and hard skills, now it's a time to understand the skills. And please remember that the skills age starts from the age of 5 years. Please take the student of a 5-year-old and it just start asking him the questions, asking her a question, and you will be amazed, you will be surprised that how beautifully they give you the ideas. how beautifully they acknowledge whatever you will say to them. So this is something really, really excitement. And I just really hope that the skills really matters and you understand whatever I have explained to you. The last thing I would like to tell you about the quality education, that the quality education will make your child social, personal, emotional person, and mental person, in which mental health really, really matters. Physically, it will need regardless length of gender, race, status, because I repeat again and again that it's not just for testing purpose. It's basically a child who prepared for the whole life. You are preparing for the whole life. And the one more thing is that the institute, your academies, your institutes, your schools, your universities will play a very essential role to how to skills of students, develop the skills of a student, because institute will have to offer more way for students to gain the real world experience that is applicable for their future career. Rather than limiting a student inside a classroom, institutions should collaborate in larger group, and students can create the opportunities for their better presentation with the useful of technical skills. Because technology will be the better tool to administer and grade tests. And you will see in future, in not go so long, in coming 20 years, you will see the advanced technology, like the classroom will be completely digitalized, localized, and the trends of the learning will be totally changed. The contribution will be very much active. The immersive learning will be approachable. Success skill you will start from the age of 5, and not to forget the guidance, because without a guidance, no student will be able to perform beautifully and exceptionally. We are also transforming our world by using 2030 agenda, not to forget that all the people from all around the world are doing work on 2030 agenda, which is sustainable development goals, and education is the very most effective and important and a key point over here. And related to the goal 4 basically related to the education. It's a very unique, pure, and purely focused on education goal. And I would say yes, ensure inclusive and equitable quality education. And to promote long life learning, we should have the skills. I repeat again and again that start giving the skills to the child of 5 years. Do not watch the, no, don't do this. He is too young. He is not able to analyze this. He is not able to create this. He is not able to do this. No, that was the old thing. That was our history. That was our time. Now the time has changed. Now the analysis, the skills, the career skills, different development, the communication skills, all the things have been changed. If we call for a quality education, it's basically a grand step in ensuring that all children have the equal and quality education. So please stop focusing on the education. I'm not saying that don't focus on the education. Please focus on the education, but please at least don't focus too much on the education. Please try to focus on at least the skills of children, because this is actually the need of time. This is actually the need of time. So the given lecture, the given training, what I have given to you now, it's a time to come towards the conclusion. And in the conclusion, I would like to tell you that what we have learned today, and in the given points, which is seeing, looking in front of you in the screen, that we are going to describe these points as well, that what we have learned today, First of all, we have learned about the technology tools, because for the good quality education, for a good future, we should need the technology tools. Because you can go, most of the time students are thinking that recently my students were telling me that, ma'am, we want a class to determine ourselves for a good purpose, for a good technology tools. I rejected it. I refused them. I said no. Rather than depending on the classes, just go and Google it. Just go and find out. Just go and create your own tool. And many of the students have done it so beautifully, so amazingly. And I was so surprised that they did it first time and they did exceptional, beautiful. So the trend of contribution plays a very essential role in it. You know why? Because when we do not contribute in each other, when we not collaborate with each other, we cannot innovate anything. We won't be able to determine ourselves. We won't be able to do each and every skills in front of globe or in front of our class. And for the trend of good contribution, like the success skill, like the guidance of the educator, teachers, we should have the immersive learning, because the learning area has been completely changed now. When we are talking about the immersive learning, how can we forget about the success skills? How can you get the success skills? By the 10 most determined skills what I have mentioned earlier in my presentation. You should have that skills so that you can easily be success in your life. And the guidance of institutes plays a very essential role in it. How? Just take example of International Internship University. It gives you a lot of skills development courses. It gives you a lot of programs so that you can gain more and more experience in your life. It's an institute, right? And there are 1,000+ educators over here to give you the guidance, to give you knowledge, to give you so many experiences, to give you the best and best skills for your bright future. So the soft skills will creativity will be the leadership skills. Again, I would say that the soft skills will start from the age of 5 years. So don't forget to do and to give the soft skills with the creativity and leadership skills from the age of 5 years. Then we have learned about the middle skills. This middle skill is for creators and innovators and lasts from the 8 years till 14 years. This is the keen, important and essential age for creators and innovators. If you want a solution solvers, if you want a creators, if you want a innovators, just go and find out the student from the age of 8 till 14 years. And come towards the hard skills. Like we are doing our hard skills, you are doing our hard skills, I am doing my hard skills for the profession, because we have passed our soft skills and middle skills. So we have learned today that after the soft skills with creativity, middle skills for innovators and creators that come towards the hard skills for the better future, for the better profession, for a good future, for a bright future. Then we have learned inclusive and equitable equality education, because it will promote long life learning. It will not only just for about the degree, like you did a bachelor's, master's, go to the job and just do in a given time frame. No, it will promote long life learning. After implementing the long life learning, you will be able to judge yourself. You will be able to judge your skill by your own self. You don't need any mentor. You don't need any leader, because you will be the leader of your own self. And this will be quite enough for you. Then we have focused, personalized, and global classroom strategy. And then we have learned the encouragement and management for better future. These all are the points what we have learned today. And this is quite surprisingly amazing thing that I have delivered the most beautiful points and the ideas and innovations, different creativity tools, and the trends for our better future, especially for our students and educators as well. And I would like to add one thing over here, that this will not the end, because the more we talk about the future education, the more we talk about the quality education, the more we have to discuss. The more we discuss, the more we discuss. Because you know what, that learning never ends. I am learning, you are learning, and I am sharing my experience. I'm giving you the best of my best. You are spreading the knowledge to your classroom, and this is spreading from all around the world. And how can we forget that on the last, I would like to give you a warm thank you for listening me so patiently, because today we have not just listened about the presentation. Remember, it's not a presentation. It's about our future. It's about our youth. It's about our generation. It's about our shining stars. And keep remember, guys, that learning never ends. And if you have any queries, if you have any questions, feel free to contact IIU. Feel free to contact me as well. We all are here to serve you the best of our best. And in the last, I would like to give my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to International Internship University for creating and organizing such a massive and beautiful, exceptional platform. Beautifully organized team working day and night, and organized and I can say located from Mr. Piyush Pandit, who is the founder of International Internship University. And that is all from my side, but this is not all from IIU, because you have to be here all the time. There are so many upcoming programs. There are so many upcoming training sessions for your experience, for your growth, for your better future, and for your young youth. At least you should be achieve the any 1 to 2 goals from our today's presentation. And at the end, I would like to wholeheartedly thanks to all the followers, all the listeners, the beautiful comments what you have given to us on the platform of IIU on the presentation of future education. But yes, take a breath, and please listen to me. A very most important thing, that your praises means a lot to me. Your appreciation means a lot to me. And we all are here to serve you day and night. And but please remember, praises, appreciation, goals are well enough. But please try to implement, because the world needs implementations. Now the world has changed, and we have to talk and we have to do for our future to implement. So for this, it's the end from my side. Thank you so much for listening me so patiently. And I really hope that you like my presentation, and see you soon. And don't forget to watch the next session of IIU, which will going to be live in just in a while. So thank you so much. Have a good day, blessed day. Stay safe, stay safe. Thank you very much. Goodbye.